Welcome back, friends, to the Bite Size Podcast. I'm your host, Lorraine Michaels, and I want to talk to you today about different versions of yourself and allowing yourself to change, grow, evolve, be sanctified. So, whatever it is, you are allowed and you should be changing. God did not create us to be the same. In fact, if you are saved, you are called to be sanctified, which means you are called to continuously grow and become more like Jesus. So, literally, He created us to keep changing and evolving. As it pertains to personal development and personal growth, that is also something that we all agree on and subscribe to, is that if you're not changing, you're not growing, you're not evolving, then you're regressing. And staying the same is never a good thing. You should always be changing. You should always be evolving. And so we are encroaching on August, which is when Lindsay with Powerhouse Women hosts her annual event, the Powerhouse Women's event in Scottsdale, Arizona. It is an amazing event. Amazing women are there, entrepreneurs, speakers, teachers, coaches, everything you can imagine. It's just a room full of powerful women who love, support each other. Everyone feels seen. It's not a showy event, although it is known for fashion and incredible outfits. You definitely can come as you are. Anyways, so we're approaching this event and I'm seeing the posts and I've seen Lindsay evolve from last year to this year. She went through a really traumatic event. She had a pretty bad divorce. And that's not my story to tell, but I will tell you this, that there are very similar things that she experienced that I did. And so I can relate. And as she was going through it, before she even announced it, I knew, not because she told me, but because I could tell, and because I have been there and I've been through that hurt and I know. And so seeing her evolve has been very powerful, very inspiring, because she continues to show up. She continues to grow. She continues to heal. She's been very transparent about her healing. And that's something that I talk about also, is healing and transparency and evolving through trauma, through entrepreneurship. And so she posted a message that someone sent her, and it really resonated with me. And I wanted to reach out to this person. Don't know how. Hopefully I will meet her. Maybe Lindsay will share this, but I wanted to read the message to you that this woman sent Lindsay. It said, "I just wanted to share a little piece of my journey with you. I bought my ticket / registration for the 2025 Powerhouse Women event back in December of 2024 with a bold vision to launch my business and begin my transition out of corporate life by the time August rolled around. Since then, I have earned my certification and I carry a dream in my heart, but I've also wrestled with imposter syndrome and the weight of the unknown. There were moments I almost gave up. Honestly, I considered skipping the trip to Scottsdale altogether simply because I'm not where I thought I'd be or where I'd hoped to be by now. But about 2 weeks ago, I made a decision to show up anyway. Even if I'm slightly more elevated version of who I was last year, I'm choosing to be in the room, to be reminded of what is possible, to breathe life back into the vision I once felt so clearly. Because that woman, the one who dared to dream big enough to buy the ticket, is still in me. And I think she's ready to rise. Thank you for creating the kind of space where even the in-between versions of us feel worthy of showing up. And this, I cannot agree more with. Lindsay has created an environment just like that. And if you haven't been, and you're a woman, to a women's event like this, or even at all, I would strongly encourage you to buy the ticket and get in the room. I cannot speak for all events because I have been to some where I'm like, well, that was a mistake, but there was a lesson I learned, but I know I would not go back. This one, however, I will, because of the transformation that takes place, because of the connections, because of the inspiration, because of just the power in the room. And you're just reminded of your why you started, why you want to do this, why you are worthy. And if you know me, you know I am faith-based. And so my worthiness comes from God. And I know that I am worthy in the eyes of my Savior. I know that He is the reason why I am where I am. He gives me the strength. He gives me the vision, the dream. And so what I wanted to say about this, and what I want to tell this woman who sent this, is yes, you can. And yes, get in the room. And yes, I was there too. I bought my ticket last year, or I guess the year before, for last year's event, because I had that dream. I had that vision. I knew I was capable of more. I knew God gave me this dream, just this passion to help people in fitness and in life coaching and wellness coaching. Like I knew like deep inside of me that there was something more. And I knew I needed to get into that room. And I also had that imposter syndrome. I also had that comparison of, oof, I'm not even close to where I want to be, or my plan is not unfolding the way I thought it was, the way I want it to. I shouldn't be there. Who am I? I struggled with that also, because what am I going to do? What can I offer? These connections I'm going to make, what no one's going to want to connect with me. No one's going to want to have me speak at their event, be on their podcast. And I had all of these opposite thoughts and feelings of what I know to be true. And it was the enemy creeping in. And I believe he does that to keep you from your purpose, whatever that is, whatever you do. When you face that fear, the doubt, the resistance, that's the enemy who's coming in to distract you and to discourage you from what you are called to do. So whoever you are who sent this message, I want to encourage you. Yes, you have to be there. You're supposed to be there. You bought the ticket. You had the courage. Don't not go. Because I also was to that point for last year's event. I was like, I don't want to be there. I'm not fashionable. My business is not successful. It's nowhere where, like, I had all the things and I was going to back out. And my husband was like, you already spent the money. Like, you already have everything in place. Why not just go and see what happens? And if it's not what you want and it's not, you're not feeling it, then come home. That happened to me at another event. And I did come home early. But I'm so glad I went, and you will be too. And it's okay that you're not where you want to be. That is okay. That is a part of evolving. That is a part of growing. And even you who are listening, it's okay if you're not where you want to be, but just keep growing, keep evolving, keep studying the word, keep doing your quiet time, keep allowing God to mold you and transform you and prune you to the person that you were created to be. As it pertains to this event, I cannot be more excited to be there, to get in the room, to see the people that I met last year, to meet new people, to see where this is going to take my business, because I also went through a really rough season last year, couple of seasons, or maybe it was just a really long one. I don't know, but it was so painful and so discouraging. In fact, I burned it all down. I cut off all social media, deleted all social media accounts, deleted my website. I said I was going to stop doing my coaching altogether, and I let it all go because I needed to be pruned and refined in another area of my life that was tied to my business, and it was affecting my business. So I had to stop everything, and I didn't quit. I thought I was going to quit, but lo and behold, like when you get that dream, when you get that vision, when you tap into your purpose, it's not going to go away. And so I knew that I did not want to die with regret. I did not want to come to the end of my life and think, what if I would have tried? What if I would have kept going? What if I would have went all in? What could have happened? I don't want to live with that regret. So I shifted and I started to do things different. I repaired the areas that needed repairing in my life. I worked on the areas, the relationships that needed the tending to. And then slowly but surely, I'm getting back into it and, talking more about what I'm certified in and posting more and being more active. Granted, it's a little bit harder. I'm not going to lie. Growing on social media again, when you had so many followers and now you're starting from zero, it's difficult, but it's not impossible. And I know my message is going to reach the person that needs to hear it. I know that. I don't know when, but that's not my problem. That's not my job. And that's not your job to figure out or to know when it's going to happen. The Lord will bring that. The Lord will open that door when that door is supposed to be opened. My job is to keep being obedient, to keep trusting God, to keep studying his word and leaning into the scripture and helping and letting that mold me, shape me, change me, sanctify me, and continue what my purpose is. Continue helping women, continue spreading the gospel, continue educating on health and fitness, continue inspiring other women, other people to do what they were created to do, because you have a story, you have a purpose, and you're supposed to grow. And you're supposed to change, and you're supposed to allow the pain to produce a purpose, allow the pain to produce fruit. Don't let that pain be in vain, whatever it is that you're going through. Figure out the reason why it's happening and grow through it. It's not your job to ask the question or to figure out why it happened, but what can you learn from it? What can you glean from it? How can this change you? How can this shape you? How can this make you a better person? So this was just a shorty that I wanted to do. And I really am so excited for this event. And I'm so excited to see what's going to come of it. And yeah, stick around, stay tuned for that. But to the woman who sent Lindsay that message, I can't wait to meet you. You're supposed to be in that room. And I see you, and I've been there too, and I felt that too. And it's okay that you're not where you want to be, but it's not okay to leave it and walk away from it. It's not okay to give up on it. It's not okay to feed into the negativity. So remember your why. Remember the person who bought the ticket. Remember how you were feeling when you bought the ticket, when you started the business, when you tapped into that dream. Remember that feeling and visualize the life that you want to create. Whoever you are listening to this, visualize the life that you want to create. See it. Where are you? What does it look like? What's around you? Who's around you? Who's with you? Visualize it and hold on to that feeling. All right, friends. Remember, you were divinely created for a divine purpose, and there was no mistaking you. And I can't wait to see you on the next episode.